Morning guys, Beck here. I need to apologise to all you people. I haven't been on much lately, but I realised why, because I have to be led by the Spirit to make a video to begin with, and also because when you get into learning the deeper things about the truth of where we live, about all the lies we've been told, you get to a deeper level and your ability of learning becomes so much more pliable within yourself that you're taking in so much more, but the amount of information that you're actually consuming is just phenomenal. So what I try to do in these videos, if you're new to my channel, is just help people understand the most basic concepts of what I've learned. I'm not a scholar, but I'm learning from people who have truly been shown by the Spirit, by the Lord of Spirits, by our Father in heaven. People that have been shown the truths and all the lies, all the wicked lies that our history has been changed before our very eyes. The history of the world as we know it is not what we've been told. That is for certain. Maybe we can't say for certain this is exactly how it was, but we can say that we have a fair knowledge of how it was. The Holy Scriptures, the Apocryphas, the Dead Sea Scrolls, they all line up. They all match up to a history that we were not told. We have grown up with a lie about what is under our very feet, about what is above our very head. Every single part of this is a lie. If you're new to this channel, don't shut off yet. I'm not crazy. The Father has let a whole group of people, although there's not too many of us, be awakened to what is going on. But you have to have a heart for truth, and you have to have a heart for the Father. He will not show anybody this. I am no one special. All I did was I cried out to him and I said, I'm sick of this, I want the truth. I struggled so long with sin in my life, even though I loved the Lord. There were things I just couldn't overcome, and I couldn't understand why. There's things I will never overcome because I'm in the flesh. However, He has given me the vision of what is to come, what has already been in history. He's given me a vision, and what I mean by that is from what I've learned and everything that's putting all the pieces together, wondering, why is that like that then, Lord? And he'll show you how it fits into the puzzle of what we call life. So overcoming all this, you never ever overcome it because you are still in a fleshly form. But he sent Yeshua, his son Jesus, to die for us so we didn't have to be consumed by the wickedness of this world, so that we did not have to die and spend eternity separated from him. This is the only thing you should be worried about in your whole life. I mean, truly worried about. Of course, there are things we should be concerned with in day-to-day life, but I am talking your eternal destination is the one thing you need to sort out. Okay, because we know time's running out, but I want to make something very clear. In all these people and all of us saying, get ready, you know, it's going to come, it's all going to end soon. Look, guys, a day to the Creator who made all this is just like 1,000 years. So we could all very well pass away, even our children pass away, and the plans still haven't been finished. This is a book, and it has to play out from the very start of chapter 1 to the very start of chapter end. We don't know how long that end will be. We surmise, because of the things going on around us and what the scriptures tell us, we surmise that it is very close, that it is at the door, but we don't know for sure. So we cannot live our lives as in The Lord is definitely going to come and take me out of this. You know, this is all going to be over. You should be expecting to finish your race here on earth. You should be expecting to finish your race here on earth. I'm just saying, if you get taken out of here, that's great. But if you don't, and you become old and you die as an old person, well, that's what was meant for you. So we don't know when the day or the hour of anything's going to happen. Yes, the accumulation of so many things scripturally has came together to form what you would call a BOMB of such sorts. However, I don't believe it's time yet. I don't. I pray and I don't think it's time yet. It's not. There is so much more that is yet to happen. They say all the prophecies have been fulfilled. Yes, a lot of them, and probably most of them have. But as I said, a day with the Lord is like 1,000 years. I gotta go bush. There's a guy coming and I don't want to chain you up. Let's go bush. Sorry guys, I've just got to go down here. Alright, come down here. Let's have a look. I just go off-road. Okay, so this is, I'll just show you while I'm here. This is our Banksia. It's a Banksia, very native to Australia. And see the little yellow flowers on it there. So you only find those over here, unless they've taken them to somewhere else and planted them in that climate, which they probably won't survive anyway. Okay, so little tree lesson there for you guys. Okay, back on track. Look, this is a really important message. I'm trying to fit as much as I can because I haven't been videoing for a while, because like I said, I've been learning that I'm not eating vegetables anymore. I'm eating, come on, steak and eggs and, oh sorry Jazzy, oh Jazzy, you're right. Sorry, baby. I'm eating steak and eggs, like the really hard stuff to chew. And the Father lets us learn in increments. It's like going to school. You start off learning ABCs and it gets harder and harder. It's the same with Him. He only gives you what you can handle. And the best thing I can say to you all is just ask Him to show you the truth. Say, I want to know the truth, and be specific with Him. You can tell Him anything. Say, look, I want to know the truth about where we live. Is it round, flat, square, whatever. I want to know the truth about why you had to flood the earth. Just ask Him, guys. He will answer you. But I'll just give you a quick rundown on what I've been learning for the past few days. Although I've learned this before, but I've dug right deeper into this, and I know that this is real. In Genesis 6, it tells us that the sons of men come down to the earth and they took for them wives among the human women, and they copulated with those human women, and they had offspring. So guys, we do share this earth with another race, if you want to call it, or breed of creature. Also, what happened in those days, and then the giants, they were the giants, sorry, I skipped that bit. The women produced giants from having relations with the fallen angels. The fallen angels went way further than that. You see, I don't know who put together the King James Version Bible, and neither do you, and neither does anybody who's alive now, because we've only been told things that have been passed down to us. Lies, most of it. So how do we know? This was all meant to be there, guys, but they took it out. They took out so much. They took out so much we needed to know that would have been read like a book properly. Instead, we have fragments that have to be put together and pray and let those with sound minds and clean hearts be told by the Spirit who made us what the truth is. Okay. Not only did those fallen angels have relations with women, but they also had relations with beasts. When the fallen angels came to earth, the 200 on Mount Hermon, they actually took 200 of so many different kinds of beasts. There were goats, there was, it was quite funny, there wasn't sheep. There were dogs, there were goats. There was quite a few. They took for them a female of 200 of those beasts, one for each of those fallen angels. And they copulated with those. Now we have all these fantasy books and all these things we're told now that, it's just childish to believe in, half man, half horse, half this, half that. Well, this was done by the fallen angels. They were called monsters. They were called monsters. This is why the flood had to occur. He had to wipe out the abominations that were roaming the earth at that time. They were just wiping the seed of Adam, the true people, the true ones left that were people, took them over. It took them over to the extent that there was no flesh that wasn't defiled except Noah and his family. So think about that, guys. I do believe that's true. I've asked and I believe that's true. I believe we definitely haven't got to the stage where, as in the days of Noah. So, the scriptures does say that the end will not come until it's like the days of Noah and Lot. We don't have beasts like that walking the earth. However, battery's going flat, wonderful time. However, what we do have is we have scientists, mad scientists, mixing humans and monkeys and humans and pigs. So maybe, it might have been written as into incorporate it into our lives in that way, as understanding that, okay, these beasts won't be running around eating us like as in a movie, but they are making these things in laboratories as we speak. So this was just a quick rundown to say, look, this is what I've been learning. This is why I haven't made a video for a while. And now my battery's going flat. So I should have checked that before I left. Aren't these beautiful tree ferns? So guys, the more I learn, the more I can put into perspective what I've learned and pass it along to you. It saves you guys a lot of time. I'm being honest with what I've learned. I try, I will give you my opinion on it, but I don't expect anybody to agree with what I say. What I do expect is that you do your own research. That what I'm here for is an encourager, and I encourage you to go out and look at these things yourself. Because I'm not a teacher, I'm not a pastor. I don't want to be none of that. I just want to be a fellow servant who helps you find the truth. And especially if you're not strong, if you're weak, we all get weak, guys, but you can't give up. You've got no choice. You're here basically until you die, and then you're going to find out what happens. You need to make a decision for your eternity, for the rest of your salvation, of your life, the rest of your eternity. It's a big deal. So just ask the Creator. Ask Yeshua, Jesus, who are you, Lord? Please come into my heart and show me who you are. Don't be religious. Don't make it complicated. Ask truthfully. Oh no, that's not very clean to swim in. Ask him truthfully from your heart. He will only show those who are going to take time out of their lives to think about this stuff. If you just want to believe it is what it is, like this tree, this is all it is. That's all you get. That's what you see. That's it. Do you know how much goes on with that thing? Do you know what's going on with that? It's not just a tree sitting there. There are so many different chemical reactions going on. There's so many different insects that live in it. There's so many different things that grow on it and around it. You know, it is not what it seems. And that's all I've been learning, is that nothing is what it seems. Nothing. I don't even know what I'm going to title this video, but please leave a comment and let me know. And I will try and make a video before the week's out, because I just want to pass the knowledge along that I've taken all this time to learn to you guys, to fast track you, so then you can go and learn it, but you can be fast tracked so much. It makes it so much easier. I wish I would have had somebody to do this for me. Oh, I had to be put down for 5 months, and the Father showed me himself. And that's why I can guarantee you that he's only going to show a remnant of people. It's just as the scriptures say, most will perish because they're too busy. They're too busy thinking that tree's a tree. It's nothing else. There's nothing more to see here. Move along now. The dog's a dog. Nothing more to it. Nothing complicated about that. Okay, guys. I love you all. Let me know how you're doing, especially because I haven't talked to quite a few of you for a while. Zoe, Paul, how you going? Pastor Quick, where are you? I'm worried about you. If you've heard this, can you please shoot me a message, please, Ian? All right, guys, I'm going to go. There's many of you I could think of your names, but I know my battery's going to run out. So, love you all. Till next time, pray always, believe, be strong, have faith. Beck from Oz, I'm off.